Yeah. Look. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, the skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
You are now watching the Black Content Corner. You are now watching the Black Content Corner.
Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Kiana, hence the name Kiana Vision, and I'm so excited about today's episode. Well, but first, if you're new to my channel, hey, how you doing? How'd you hear about me? Okay, write down in the comments. Let me know how you heard about me. And if you're not new and you're returning, guys, it's Monday. We here. I know. You was waiting for this. Don't fret, we have a great episode coming up. I'm so excited. As you guys saw, I'm featuring the one and only Slimjimlongfoot, aka The GOAT, okay? I had a great time making this episode. As you guys see, I got into the Halloween spirit. I haven't been doing nothing, and I cannot walk around here saying that this is my favorite holiday and I'm not doing nothing. You feel me? So I had to get it all cute with the little skeleton. Y'all see? You see my cat? That's my spirit animal. Shout out to Ariel. She said she thought that my spirit animal was a cat, but I knew that. I knew I was a stray cat in my past life. You feel me? You ain't telling me nothing, dude. You feel me? So I got my little cat. Got my little spider over there. She usually be in my room, but you know what I'm saying? I had to do a little cute thing, you know. So again this week, of course, every episode that I do, I'm gonna have to say this. Hopefully you don't get tired of me. Hopefully I'm reaching a new person every time. And if you're not new to what I'm about to say, you just felt like you wasn't going to do it, hopefully it hits you this time. You already know what I'm going to say. Vote. You guys, the election is here, okay? In order to change your circumstances, you have to be a part of change, okay? If you're somebody who knows about voting and you vote every time the election comes around, good on you. Good job. If you're one of those people every time the election comes around and you like, I'm not voting, my vote don't count. Listen, I said it in the last episode and I said it in the episode before that, okay? If you're not going to vote, you can't join the conversation for the next 4 years. And that should just be a whole law. Nobody wants to hear your opinion if you don't vote, period. I don't want to hear people, I don't want to see people huddled up in a huddle, you know what I'm saying, in the break room at work. I don't want to see if you don't go ahead and vote, guys. Okay, so you can check out, I'm going to have some links in the description bar where you can go to early vote. Of course, you can check out locally where you are to see where you can go in and vote. You can early vote this whole month up until October 30th. And then you have election day on November 3rd, guys, okay? Let's vote like we did in 2008 and 2012, okay? When Obama got in office. Let's vote like we did then, okay? So we can, you know what we're trying to do, right? Go ahead and vote. Don't be ridiculous. Always say, I'm not sure what I can do to contribute. I don't even know if my vote matters. If you're one of those people, you like my vote don't matter. Let's look at it this way. We didn't always have the right. Look at it as like a direct disrespect to your ancestors' face. Just imagine your ancestors standing right there in front of you going, really? This what you're doing? That's what you need to visualize when you keep saying you're not going to vote, okay? Go ahead and vote. Get down to the polls for early voting before October 30th. Election day is on the 3rd. We got this. So like I said, as you guys know, today's episode is featuring Slim Jim, aka the GOAT. I call him Jay. Jay actually put me on this show. Guys, I don't know where I was. Where was I, Jay? Where was I? He put me on a show. Well, he didn't put me on the show, but he put me on to watching a show called Lovecraft Country. Oh! This show, guys, is everything. I get emotional with every episode. It's so deep. You can definitely go on YouTube and watch people break down these episodes. And shout out to everybody who does that, because they do a good job. There's so much in each episode that you just don't want to miss. So you have to go back and rewatch it and pick up all of the little things that you might have missed. But on another level, if you're Black, you will relate to this show, okay? If you're out here and you're woke and you're tired and you know what we go through as a people and you just out here woke, this show will evoke something in you. I'm so glad that Jay introduced me to this show. I'm just so glad. And he also put me on a show called Watchmen. That's another story that I haven't checked that out yet, but I'm definitely gonna go check that out. But Lovecraft Country, y'all, go check it out, okay? I'm telling you, if you have not seen it already, you are going to be so pleased with this show, okay? It's everything. It hits so deep and it hits so hard that it's like, where the freak have I been? I honestly got mad. I honestly got a little mad. I was like, why didn't nobody tell me about this? But thank you, Jay. Jay told me about it. So she's up on game now, okay? Thank you. Lovecraft Country is an American horror drama television series developed by Misha Green based on the 2016 novel by Matt Ruff. This dark fantasy horror series is exploring the conjunction between the horror fiction of H.P. Lovecraft and the racism in the United States during the era of the Jim Crow laws. Episode 1 is about Atticus Black, who joins his friend Letitia and his uncle George to embark on a road trip across the 1950s Jim Crow America in search of his missing father, okay? Lovecraft Country's cast consists of major Black actresses and actors such as Journey Smollett, Jonathan Majors, Michael K. Williams, Wunmi Musaku, Courtney B. Vance, and Anwene Ellis, just to name a few. The obstacles that they face in this show is just such a great depiction of what Black people had to go through during that time. And it leaves you on the edge of your seat thinking, what's gonna freaking happen next? It touches racism, what we still deal with today in our country. And it shines a light on the fact that we have to do so much just to get simple things done, just to live here on this earth as Black people. Watching Lovecraft Country, I can definitely relate to the characters. So guys, if you have not seen this already or you're not watching this, you're in for a treat. Go ahead and get your life. The elements of sci-fi, the goriness of it all. I've never seen a show like this in my life. No, it's not an all Black cast, because you gotta have people playing the different parts, but it has a strong cast, okay? And I love this cast. My favorite character personally is Anwene, who plays Hippolyta Freeman. Y'all gotta go check it out. You feel me? So if you haven't already, go ahead and check that out and come back to my channel. Let me know what you think, because I want to talk about it. Before we get into anything that we're going to talk about, we start with the Black Business Shoutout. The black business that I'm shouting out today is called the Rebel Fresh. The Rebel Fresh is a plant-based skincare company. Their slogan is fresh without the BS. They have handcrafted plant-based artisan soaps, bath and body care, and it's all inspired by nature. This is an online store, but they are based in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, stand up. You can go to their Instagram and find their website in the description bar. It is www.therebelfresh.com. They have an $8 flat rate shipping free, and if it's over $65, the shipping is free. They have everything from bars of soap, body butters, oils, and bath soaps. So head over to the Rebel Fresh's Instagram's page. Of course, you already know I'm gonna have everything in the description bar below. Go over there, hit them up today, okay? Get your skin glowing, looking all fresh, and hit them up for your skincare needs. Alright guys, so I sat down with Jay. The conversation was super long, guys. I cut it down a little so that it wouldn't be so long, but the content was so rich and the conversation was so rich to me that I didn't want to cut down so much. So it is kind of lengthy, guys, but I don't think you guys are gonna mind because it was a joy talking to him. So I would think that you guys would enjoy watching us talk. His YouTube channel offers everything from product reviews to daily uploads where he checks in with us, how-to videos, and live streams where he draws live, guys. That is how I met Jay. I remember, I think I commented on his page. It went to his spam. So he checked his spam. He came over, showed my page some love. And then I went back over to his page. And I think that live, I sat there and joined him for it had to be over an hour. But I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And ever since then, I've been checking in. Going to his channel is like sitting down talking to your homie, okay? And especially when he's drawing, it's a good time to just like pop in and just say hi. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm home, you know. The conversation that we had was super long, guys, but it was super interesting, okay? So without further ado, take a look at the interview that I had with Slimjimlongfoot. Tell the people your name and where you're from.
Yo, what's going on, world? My name is Nervians Henry, but you better know me as Slimjimlongfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. I am ATL born, Decatur raised in the state of Georgia. You know, one of the original 13 colonies of this here United States of America. You know what I'm saying? Single, no kids, never been married, never been to jail. But I ain't about to jinx that right now because you know somebody might be like, "You never been to jail? We gotta get him in the system." So you know what I'm saying? The co-founder of GI Studios with my friend of 30 plus years, Corey Manning, better known as Johnny Quest of Johnny Quest Gaming on his YouTube channel. And you know what I'm saying? We're just out here trying to make it do what it do, you know what I'm saying, in this crazy year of 2020 and beyond. You know what I'm saying? This decade started off crazy, y'all. So let's, you know, working on a good foot from here on out. Feel me?
So you told me before that you have your own anthology of comics. What is it that you draw mostly?
I draw comic books. I draw my characters. I draw children's books. You know, those are the things that, you know, I be commissioned to draw as far as like, you know, album covers and, you know, covers of books. And the most of the things that I draw as far as like on my art video series, Go 1408 TV, you know, I do people, you know what I'm saying? I do people that I myself personally know. I do people that, you know, are pop culture related, such as, you know, famous singers or musicians or whatnot. I also do, you know, of course, you know, well-known pop culture characters such as, you know, 80s icons from, you know, television such as the Ninja Turtles or Transformers, Thundercats, you know, things of that nature. And soon after I get through my already established list of my next episodes to come on GOAT 1408 TV, which in particular 136 includes the young lady interviewing me right here. I will be, you know, asking my audience what else would they like to see me, you know, draw on the channel. You know what I'm saying? As far as like what y'all want to see, you know.
Right. So how did you get into drawing? When did you first start?
Back in the 80s. That's how long it's been since I started drawing. So ages ago, when I was a whippersnapper.
Okay. Did you draw in school? Did you go to college? And if you did, what did you study that? Was that your major?
My major in college was illustration. I went for 2 years at the Atlanta College of Art, which no longer exists, yet they still want my money.
Yeah,
But so that's what I went to school for, and of course, I mean that was a no brainer as far as that go, because that's what I was doing beforehand, drawing, from a whippersnapper all the way up until you know that point, and after school, I just kept at it, and the best school that I went to thus far is YouTube University, where where I have access to people, artists that I grew up with, as well as peers in my own generation who actually take the time out. God bless them for creating videos to go deeper into studying anatomy, dynamics, and color and color theory. The stuff that I was paying for, I'm getting free now. So what I'm saying? So for y'all artists out there, for y'all who feel as though you have an artistic, bone, artistic itch on your back,
right.
go to YouTube. What it's here for. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's art that you're trying to study or anything else. I mean, you already know how YouTube is. So
Right.
it's been 15 years of information out there for y'all to look back on, and and go even further back. If I'm ever stuck on something that I'm trying to figure out as far as art when it comes to perspective, because perspective, I still, learn that to this day. All your basics, all your art basics. I still go, and reteach myself on all things, to keep it fresh.
I always tell people, and I'm always curious to know if people feel like paying for education as far as the creative stuff is worth it. But I'm glad you said that, because the reason I do this content is not I don't feature popular people, I'm featuring people who have stuff to offer, Not to say you're not popular, because you're popping out here. I'm just saying, like, I'm just featuring people that have a lot to give, and my subscribers can take a lot from. That was the reason that I'm interviewing you, in case you was wondering, like, is she just a groupie out here, or is she like really interested in what I do? But I am, like, when I watch your channel, so you strike me as somebody very intelligent. I watch your videos, you're always like dropping knowledge. Yes, you. Who else? You always dropping like knowledge to us. You are. Whoever's watching your channel and they don't see that, I don't know what they're watching. Like even today with the daily upload, when you started with the 227, like, you put me on a lot of information, but it's there for people to see. You just got to be able to appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, and listen out for it. So
speaking of, I just thought about that. I didn't even think about that until just now. I mean, that is the day that I almost died on 227. February the 27th was the day that I had my crash, and found out I got type 2 diabetes. So yeah, I just thought about that.
So can you tell everybody more about that story? Because yes, Jay does a daily upload he's just like checking in with us. So he's making his breakfast, he's talking to us, and he's checking his blood sugar. He's telling us what he ate. And I don't know a lot, because I'm not sure if I got the whole story. I do hear you touch on it a little bit as to why you started the series. But can you tell everybody what was your scare, and like why you started your daily uploads?
Brief recap on it for y'all. I do have a story time on my daily vlogs. I'll send you the link for that so you can check it out in a little bit more detail. But just to break it down a little bit, I was feeling bad. I had been feeling bad for about a couple of weeks back in February, like from my vision getting blurry to feeling really dehydrated. I'm thinking, I'm getting sick, it was winter time, so I'm thinking I'm catching a flu or something of that nature. But my vision going bad at the same time, that was something that had never happened to me before. And I was like, what is going on? I'm thinking, I'm getting old, so maybe I need to go to the eye doctor and get some glasses or something or whatnot.
Right.
And so leading up to February 27th, my whole insides, like everything just felt like, like the equivalent of probably like sandpaper. My whole insides felt dry. as much water as I was drinking water, but everything just felt dry. And then, my dad, he was getting ready to actually, go out of town, but something told him to, stay around. And he was trying to figure out what was going on with me. So my cousin was over at the time. So we all went. I got in the car, and we went to the hospital. By the time I got to the hospital, my whole body was weak. I was just barely able to walk out of the car. And by the time I walked up there to sign my name, my legs was giving out. My whole body felt like it was shutting down. Oh. And I was crawling up to the wall to sign my name. And my cousin then got me a wheelchair because I could, at that point, no longer even walk. And then they got me on to see the people. I felt my mouth was slurring. I was talking like that. I was like, I'm in my brain. I'm like, what's going on with me? What is going on? I'm like, what is going on? And so they got me, on the stretcher. Boom, boom, boom. They told me that I got type 2 diabetes, and we need to get the blood sugar levels down because I was over 1,200 when they brought me. When they checked me, I was over 1,200. And so I was in the ICU for the first night, leading into the second day. I came in on a Thursday, Friday and Saturday. I got out of the ICU early Saturday, late Friday, early Saturday, and then I spent a couple more days there. Got released on March the 3rd, and then from that point forth, I was like, okay, I know what I'm about to do now. I'm about to get on top of this, because in the days that I was in the hospital, I was just in there contemplating. And I was like, okay, like how did I get to this? Like how did this get to where I'm at? Reading up on it, the people that was in there telling me about it. I was like, okay, bet. So got out on March 3rd. Next day, I was like, okay, not only am I going to change up my diet and stay on this chart as much as I can, because of course, obviously, you're going to slip up here and there because you want to test how things go with your blood sugar. But I was like, I'm sticking to this, and the best way to stick to this, I'm gonna start off a video series on it. And so the very next day after I got out of the hospital, March the 4th, 2020, day 1 of my daily vlog, Diabetes and I. And here we are 226 days later, making it do what it do, trying to educate and keep tabs as much as I can on my health, on mental health for everybody else, because of course, as you know how things went with this year afterwards, what broke out, with the, what I'm saying? So all of this just all coinciding and made into a perfect storm of what the else.
Right. No, seriously, I'm over it.
This is the new normal now.
No, I don't like
this is the new normal now.
I'm not here for it at all. Like, I'm ready for this to be done, but what can I do? What can you do? You just got to do it, live day by day, and just wake up and do your best, right? Because we really don't know what's coming. I'm so nervous for this election. I don't
roll
know.
With the punches. You got to bob and weave,
You got to bob and weave. Yes, sir.
All you can do.
Absolutely.
What advice would you have to give somebody, well, just give our community in general, because I think we suffer from that high blood pressure and thinking that we're healthy a lot. So I think your story will speak for itself. But what is one major thing or a few major things you could tell somebody to look out for?
The first thing I would tell somebody is, go get your blood sugar level checked out. You know what I'm saying? Like if you feeling any type of way outside of the norm, just go ahead and go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Go to the hospital, go to, your own personal physician if you have one. Go ahead and hey, tell them, hey, how you feeling? And go ahead and check me out. You know what I'm saying? Check my numbers, check all that type of stuff. Because you don't want to literally wake up dead. You don't want to wake up, be feeling bad. Could have got checked out yesterday, but you didn't, and now you did. Because when I look back on that day, had we not made the moves at the specific time that we made the moves at, going ahead and going to the hospital, and I stayed at home, all of that would have happened to me at home, and I would have clocked up out of here right there. Boom. Would have stroked up out of here. And been like, what the heck happened?
Seriously.
You
You
know
know,
what
my
I'm saying?
kid's
So
father, he didn't have, when I first met him, he told me his vision would go out all the time. And he was a heavy smoker and he didn't really eat well. And he did 10 years in prison. And I always was saying to him, that's not normal. He would go through those symptoms for 10 years before he passed. Actually, over 10 years. And he would never go to the doctor. But I was just having a conversation with my sister about it. But he would probably still be here if he had just gotten checked. So that's just the best advice. Just go get checked. If you know your body, if you feel different, go get checked, you know? But no, that's the whole word. I think a lot of us put that off for some weird reason. Well, of course, the cost, because a lot of people don't have health insurance, but still, got to do it.
I think Ice Cube said the best in the song. You feel me? I think he said the best in the song. He said, "You better check yourself before you wreck yourself."
Before you wreck yourself.
Feel me?
Exactly. It's sad to think of. It's very sad to think of. I'm glad your dad was there that day. My gosh, it's tragic. That would have been so tragic. Why do you do YouTube? And this question,
Why do I do?
answer it however you want to. If you want to get deep, I'm here for it, you know? But yeah, why do you do it? Everybody has their reason.
All right. Okay, here's why I do YouTube. I do it now. I do YouTube now for all the years that I wasn't able to do. Because I remember when YouTube first came out, you know what I'm saying? Like I was, when it came to YouTube, okay, I was on this social network called High Five at the time. And shout outs to High Five. I don't know if they're still around now, but it's been so long since I actually checked out that site. But I was on there and someone posted a video of something that I hadn't seen since it was brand new. Somebody posted a video of Michael Jackson on the Pepsi commercial with him and Alfonso Ribeiro, who later went on to play Carlton on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, who at that time was on Silver Spoon, dancing on the commercial, the Pepsi commercial, you know, New Generation, and all that. So I was like, you know, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, so I was like, oh snap! Like I hadn't seen this video since it was a commercial on TV, so I was like, oh snap! And where I saw it from, somebody posted it on this new site, this site called YouTube, and I was like, okay, cool. So that was my introduction to YouTube. That's how I discovered YouTube, the very year it came out back in 2005. And so, you know, I started going on YouTube, you know, checking out what else they have on here, because I mainly went on there to look up old Michael Jackson stuff, you know, seeing whatever I could, you know, like as far as like old Michael Jackson stuff. And then I started seeing other stuff on there, like people was posting up other old, you know, things, archives and stuff. And I was like, oh, cool. I wish at that time, you know, because I didn't have no type of, you know, Uber technology as far as like, you know, camcorders and stuff like that. I had a camcorder in 2001, but it busted on me, and you know, I never got it repaired. So I didn't have a way to like record anything. And you know, at that time I didn't have a, you know, that was 2005, I didn't have a, you know, a camera phone, so I couldn't record any of my old stuff that I had on tapes and put them up digitally to YouTube or anything like that, you know, as far as like my own personal stuff or stuff that I recorded off of TV and things of that nature, you know, to just archive and put up on YouTube. So, you know, I would be on there, you know, checking out videos and, you know, leaving comments and all that type of stuff. And I did that for a good number of years, 5 years to be exact, because I made my first YouTube channel in 2006. And over the years I would start, you know, especially when I got a camera phone, I would record some things like me playing a game on PlayStation, or you know, things of this nature, or me, you know, doing good sketches, but I'm up here holding my phone. Like, for example, got my old phone in my hand, you know, I'm holding my phone, drawing, as I'm still doing to this day, you know what I'm saying, drawing and whatnot like that, you know, from time to time on YouTube. But I didn't have like the, you know, the space or whatnot to make a great video of high quality to post up on YouTube or whatever. And so, you know, I spent the years, you know, being on YouTube as far as, you know, commenting on people's stuff, you know, their content. And then I started seeing, you know, your average Joe come up with videos. They were making videos. They had channels. And So I got into, watching them and, becoming fans of, people who were just posting, their own content as far as whether they're, talking about day-to-day topics, subjects, whatever like that. And then, of course, reactors came into play, people that were watching the same shows that I watch. Because not all my friends, not all the people that I'm around watch the same shows that I watch. So, I'm seeing these people watch the shows I'm watching. I'm loving seeing them react to things, that I saw and how they react to it. You're like, oh, I was thinking the same thing, and all that type of stuff. I mean, yeah, I was thinking that same thing, all that crap. And so, 2011 came about. That's when Gmail came about. Google had the Gmail and everything like that. And I made my own Gmail, and with that Gmail came a YouTube channel attached to it. So that was my second YouTube channel, which is my current YouTube channel and now I'm on now. But I was still mainly on my first YouTube channel. My second YouTube channel, it was just sitting over to the side, and I wasn't really worried about it. I wasn't really worried about the first one either, really like that, because I was on, other social sites also at the time, like Moco Space and, here and there on Facebook. And then, of course, by 2013, that's when I got on Instagram and so forth like that. And so YouTube was always there, but it was distant because I wasn't able to upload things on there because I didn't have the tools to do so. And so, I would, throw videos up here and there, like I would do a scene, a shot by shot of like my art as far as piece together, the step-by-step process and make a video of it. Like if you look at my earlier videos on my channel, that I did back in 2014 of my character Jelly of Jelly Bean Dream, I would do a shot-by-shot of her, the process of me making a picture of her and things of that nature. But then come 2018, 2 years ago, my homeboy, my bro, Johnny Quest of Johnny Quest Gaming, who I mentioned earlier, co-founder of UGI Studios with me, got me this baby right here. Not this cover, but I got this cover myself this year. This iPad that this cover is my iPad. And so 2 years ago, that was when I was that's when I started working with the art program Autodesk Sketchbook, and that's what I've been using to do my art on YouTube that you see now for my series GOAT 1408 TV, starting with episode 3, because the first 2 episodes was me showcasing myself inking the pages for my upcoming book Dreamcatcher, and the second GOAT 1408 TV episode was me talking about a cool app that I had at the time that actually paid you, but it don't exist no more. So RIP the app, because it paid you. So from episodes 3 on, I started using the Autodesk Sketchbook on my iPad to video capture me working on my art, and that's what I've been doing up until this point here. Then I made it to episode 136 with Kiana of Kiana Vision, you know what I'm saying, who is an awesome YouTuber herself. Like people like her, people like you is why I love YouTube, because you know what I'm saying, you yourself, you know what I'm saying, are your average Joanna, you know what I'm saying, who, is living her life, you know what I'm saying, a mother to her kids, a violinist. If y'all haven't seen her play the violin yet, what y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't watching her channel, you feel me?
She's here.
She gets down with it, and you know what I'm saying? And she has been showcasing and showcasing these awesome content creators on here, these awesome melanated content creators on here. And I'm honored and privileged to be on her show, because I was like, hey, everyone come on. Like he up here doing this thing for the BCC, y'all. You feel me? So that's the move right there. I'm happy in this corner. This is the best corner to be in. Best corner to be on. Gotta know that BCC, baby.
Period. A lover of YouTube like myself, and I don't know why I know that, but I know that because a lot of people on here now, they are on here for the sole purpose of being monetized. So they lose, they lose that
sub for sub, like my video and I like yours. Sub to me, I sub back. Oh, I hate y'all.
Woo. Where my fly swatter at? Like, I don't like them either.
Like,
I don't either, and it shows. It's so impersonable, and it turns me off because I feel like YouTube, like I was on it too, about 10 years ago, where you couldn't get monetized. So that wasn't the goal. It was just my love of interacting with people, creating, and like just talking to people, learning stuff. But yeah, I think that is why I'm so drawn to your channel, because it is so real. It's so relaxed. It's so, you can just, it's like hanging out. So I appreciate that about you.
That's the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like people like shout like I was saying earlier today, like shout outs to all the people who, found YouTube through, this whole quarantine epidemic experience. But it's a whole nother situation. Like, are you just on YouTube because you can't be anywhere else because you can't get out? Or you're on YouTube because, you actually love to create what you're putting on YouTube, not just trying to be trendy, trying to catch views, trying to catch subs and likes and all that type of stuff. Or, of course, as we already mentioned, trying to be monetized. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see in the group, they be like, I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, y'all help me out. Everybody need that. I mean, so you're like, I need air to breathe. No shit, Sherlock. Like, come on. They just put that into play last year. Like at the beginning of last year in 2019, I was able to go live. I could go live. You know what I'm saying? And when they put that new rule into play that you had to get to 1,000 subscribers to be, live. I mean, just that alone, that was one of my goals of wanting to get 1,000 subscribers, because I wanted to go live again, because I was doing live videos in 2018, 2019, and I couldn't do them anymore because I was under 1,000 subscribers. And so I was like, dang. But then, of course, I found, those apps that, allow you to go live even if you ain't got 1,000 subscribers. So I'm like, well, shoot, I ain't in no hurry no more. But one of the main reasons that I really want to be at 1,000 subscribers is so I can do the community tab, so I can share, the channels that I see that I like, people whose content I like. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't always do like a shout out video or, something similar to, BCC where I, showcase somebody on an episode or whatnot like that, I can just say, boom, share them in my community and say, hey, check out their video. They doing such and such on this right here. You know what I'm saying? Something that you can do daily, weekly, or whatnot like that, just to showcase, other people. And of course, posts as I do, as you see me do on Instagram, like, hey, check this out. This what I got going on, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a community. Those who are here, get a chance to see what's going on. Even if you don't post a video that day, which I do miss the days where I didn't post every day. Because I've been posting every day since I've been out the hospital. I'm tired. But guess what? I love it. It done became part of my routine now, especially since, I'm not out in the world right now as far as like working or whatnot. And, a couple of my jobs are open back up, but those jobs deal with a lot of people. And I ain't about to go out there and catch no Rona, because I know people who have caught that joint now. And I ain't got time for it, especially, what I'm saying, with it being said that, people with what I got, what I'm saying, diabetes, type 2, type 1, whatever, what I'm saying, are more susceptible to catching that thing. And I ain't about to catch nothing. I ain't even trying to catch Pokemon, so I ain't trying to catch no Rona, baby.
Exactly. And they'll have you out here looking stupid. That's, you got to know what you're willing to do.
I ain't never been no guinea pig. I eat pig. I ain't one. I ain't no guinea pig. Like, I got to re-up on my concoction. For those that don't know, it's a concoction that you can drink to help lower your blood sugar and whatnot. This is apple cider vinegar with the mother, turmeric, water, and something that I just started putting in here yesterday, thanks to this young lady right here, some black pepper. And the black pepper actually makes it taste better. But it done got old on me, so I got to rinse this out and make me some new one.
Yeah, I got my mug over there too. I try to drink it every day just to kind of keep my body, you guys just, while we in the house, just try to do different things, keep yourself healthy. Your immune system boosted and your blood pressure. This interview, I'm not going to lie. Jay, I'm not going to lie. I didn't really prepare. I did, but I didn't. And it's because the reason, like I said, that I wanted you on here was not to be like, so how many subscribers do you have? Like, what, you know what I mean? I don't want it to just be like a whole weird conversation that's like stiff and questioning, you know? And I really do. Something in my gut and my intuition is just telling me that you have something to offer me. That's why I'm here. I'm here and I'm like, what is it? But I think what it is and what it is that I'm getting is a little by little knowledge. And I think it is your wisdom. I think it is your time here, what you've experienced. And of course, I don't know everything you've experienced, but you can always see on somebody that they're kind of wise, you know? And so that's why I ask you questions like, why do you do YouTube? Because I want you to share with people the fact that they need to just come back down to earth and just be a little bit more normal, you know? Just have conversations with people. What is it, 151? What is it? What is a good range?
I like my range to be between 80 through 140. That's just me personally. But, you know, if it stay in the ones, that's great. Dinner is going to be probably some shrimp and spinach. Shrimp and
so spinach. I know I'm eating. I can come over for dinner. Jay's here. We're here. We're like right here. I always say that. Isn't it weird? I'm right here down the street, and I still ain't come see you. It's crazy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And you caught up on Lovecraft Country now too. If y'all, if y'all ain't watching Lovecraft Country, y'all tripping. Y'all ain't about that life. Y'all ain't about that life. That really last episode was crazy. That last episode was powerful on every level. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all watched Watchmen last year, you know what I'm saying? They of course was one of the first shows that touched on something that we as Black people already knew about, but the world, the history wanted to forget. You know what I'm saying? The Tulsa Massacre of 1921, Black Wall Street being destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like things of that nature. And that's another thing when it came to, you know, those outside of us talk about why can't y'all do better? Why can't y'all do this? Why can't y'all do that? We did and we have, but y'all keep burning and tearing it up.
They're not ready.
Like Rosewood wasn't the only thing. For those that saw the movie Rosewood or never heard of Rosewood, came out in the late 90s. That was a real situation that happened in the town of Rosewood. You know, where a white woman blamed, you know what I'm saying, Blacks for messing with her when she was really messing with some other white dude, and the whole town got destroyed because of it. You know what I'm saying? And case in point, you know, with Emmett Till, like, yo, like, hey. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the warning story. Hey, don't be like Emmett Till, don't be with the white women, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Which, of course, whether he whistled at the woman or not, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't no reason to do what they did to that boy. And the fact that we found out the years later, he didn't even do that. He didn't even say hey or nothing. This woman, hey,
don't it make you angry? Those Karens that's out here today is just, I'm not tolerating it. And I'm glad the whole world is not tolerating it, because that's what they represent. They've been doing this since the beginning of time. Lying out their damn teeth and getting away with it.
I want to, like, who can I talk to sign a petition to change the name Karen to Carolyn, because Carolyn was the name of the woman who did that to Emmett Till. So they need to change it from Karen's to Carolyn. Even though I knew a Carolyn, a white woman named Carolyn, who was my art teacher in high school, Miss Carolyn Bryant. I don't know if she's still alive today, but she was an awesome woman, and I would hate for them to change it from Karen to Carolyn. But Carolyn Bryant Durham, that was the name of the woman who did that to Emmett Till. So they should change it from Karen to Carolyn. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually know a Karen also, who of course is a Black woman named Karen, and if you look at her on Instagram, she's been speaking out hard on these folks. Shout out to Karen Marie. You know what I'm saying, who is a singer. Y'all probably seen her on YouTube before. She was known as Cowgirl. She did that soothing, jazzy version of Ducktails years ago, the Ducktails theme song. If you ever look that up, that was her who did that. Which she don't not have anything to do with them folk anymore. So look at it one time, don't look at it no more.
Ooh, life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
Y'all see why I had them on here, right? I'm talking to the people now when they see this. Like, it is hard for sometimes for people to put other people on, and I think especially in our community. But even since you've been on here in a short period of time, you done gave so many people shout outs. You done educated us on different subjects, you know, and I'm here for it. I feel like if you guys see this, definitely head over to his channel. I'm not done. I just had to put that out there because what you're doing is not, it seems, and I know to you, and even to me and people that I find like ourselves, it seems like what we do is normal, but it's very hard to find support. And it is very hard to find people who are genuine, genuine support, and people who show up and do things and give you information and give you shout outs for no benefit at all, just to share, you know. A lot of people can't do that, so it is just very refreshing. Like, I was sitting here preparing for the interview with you, and I'm like, what questions am I going to ask? And I always want to know why I'm asking people on here. I'm not just asking people for no reason, but the more you talk, it is clear to me. Like, why was I thinking so hard? That's why, you know. Now I am learning how to be in conversation a little better, how to just be more confident. But for you, what are some of your goals? I know, like you said, you are published. You have a few, and tell everybody where they can purchase that right quick before I forget.
All right. First and foremost, before I get into what I got published, shout outs to those of my live chat crew who may be watching this. Of course, you know, ain't no maybe watching. Y'all gonna be watching this. From every Gavala, the Greek goddess. She is a young Greek lady who lives in France. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Evie. Shout outs to Queen Candace, aka Queen C. Shout outs to the big sister of YouTube, my sister Latanya Porter. Shout outs to Sexy Trees 1408 and Lady Capricorn Terror. Those are the 5 members of my live chat crew who are always there doing my premieres. You know what I'm saying? Who've been there constantly, you know, since I started doing premieres on my channel. And shout outs to those who, you know, come in from time to time when they can, like Kiana Vision, like Mashana, like B Shay, Victoriously Shay. It's all hot air. It's so many awesome YouTubers out here, so many awesome people who are, you know, watching the channel and, you know what I'm saying, come through and, you know what I'm saying, make it do what it do. And if I didn't say your name right now, it's because I'm old. I can't think of everybody right now. You know, forgive the mind, because the heart know what's up. You know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Tyrone Morgan, Mrs. Morrison, her husband Johnny 25, you know what I'm saying, all those awesome YouTubers. There's so many people out there, you know, the big ones like Married to the Real, who are awesome reactors, the Normies, you know. Shout out to everybody who really doing it, who really care on YouTube, who are just out here just wanting to share themselves and make themselves known, as far as like bringing this thing together, bringing this thing we got called life together, you know what I'm saying, pulling in our resources, you feel me? Like this right here, Jelly Bean Dream Anthology. Y'all can find this on indieplanet.com, or you can get a digital copy of this for only $7 via Cash App, Dope 1408. You know what I'm saying? Get it sent to your email. It's an 80-page anthology book drawn by many dope artists that I know. You know what I'm saying? This character was created by myself, and the cover was done by Anthony Piper, who at the time had just created his parody series Trill League. And he's also now an artist at Marvel Comics. Then you have the Force issue #1 that you can also purchase digitally. Digitally, get it sent to your email. The Force issue #1 was created by my bro Johnny Quest of Johnny Quest Gaming, drawn by a great artist, Nigerian artist Jimmy King. Issue #2 is coming soon. And this right here is the very first book that we released on UGI Studios. This is The Adventures of Pimp Strong. It was created and written by Johnny Quest Gaming and drawn by myself. He did the color work in the book. You know what I'm saying? Dope book right there as well. Then you have, of course, my urban book series.
No, I was admiring his pimp hand.
All right, that Pimp Strong, baby. Then you have, of course, my urban book series, starting off with Getting Some Pookie, the remix, which I first published in 2010, and the remix was published in 2016 on Leap Day 2016. So I always remembered what I was doing on Leap Day 2016, and I wondered what I was going to be doing Leap Day 2020. And Leap Day 2020, I was in the hospital for 2 days. So how about that? Crazy. Then, of course, after Getting Some Pookie, you have Volume 1 of Hotter Than Fire, Wetter Than Water, and Volume 2 of Hotter Than Fire, Wetter Than Water. On all three of these books on Amazon. The first book you can get on Kindle as well. These other two I gotta get them put on Kindle, but you can get the first one on Kindle as well.
The first one you showed us, the anthology, you said it's $7 for your digital copy. And how much do you have more of the physical ones right now, or no?
I don't have any more physicals on me right now, but you can get the physical. You can get the physical copy on the website for $15. But if you want an autographed copy, that'll be $25.
Okay. So I'm gonna get all that from you, and I'm definitely gonna put all that in the description bar below, so you guys can go get it. I'm gonna get my digital copy for sure. I mean, you said it's only $7, so affordable. What have I been waiting for? I don't know. What has she been waiting for?
Go get that, y'all. Go get that there. Go get that there. And hey, please make sure y'all be in tune, because this lovely young lady right here, because I love the way her hair looks right here. I like that black going into that brown. Yeah. Be on the lookout, y'all, because her art is coming on episode 136 of Goat 14 on TV. And what is your favorite color? Did you tell me your favorite color?
I did. I have a lot of favorite colors. I actually love all of them, but I told you blue.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So y'all be on the lookout for that though. Y'all be on the lookout for that right there. Straight up.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I get to get. I've never been. I've never been drawn ever. This is so exciting. It's great.
That's
yeah, I'm excited. So side note, do I need to send you a picture, or you just gonna pull one? Like what I gotta do?
Well, you ain't gotta do nothing. I know what you look like. You ain't gotta do nothing.
Oh, you just drawing it from the wow. If you had to describe yourself, right? If somebody said, "Who is Jay? Who is Slim Jim?" How would you describe yourself?
Slimjimlongfoot, or the goat, or Nerviance, whichever way y'all want to call it, is simply me. I'm just laid back, cool dude that likes to keep it real at all times. Mm-hmm. You know, I might not always speak what's on my mind, but I try to speak the truth on a daily, which is why a lot of folk don't like me, because I speak the truth. You know, for y'all that love people that just lie to y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Who don't like
you know people, you know everybody don't like the truth.
I know.
You know everybody don't like the truth. And you know what I'm saying? I speak the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody would be like for instance, in the past I've had, you know, young ladies say, you know, that we had, you know, in relations with, be like, do what you love more, your art or me? And you know what I said? You know what I said? My art does. Why you even ask that question? You serious? You serious? You
were supposed to say her though.
No, the hell I wasn't. If you want to hear a lie, okay, yes.
That is so funny.
Here's your lie for you today. Right? You a lie. I wasn't sugarcoating back then. I'm definitely not sugarcoating now, because I can't do sugar. I'm sugar free.
Right. The diabetes joke. That's funny. That's funny because the last question I was going to ask you was, what is the most important thing to you? So I'm not even. I mean, you answered that, but if she did, you said.
Well, two things will go with that. That's art and family. So those are the most important things to me. And of course, God. You know what I'm saying? God is beyond everything.
Of course.
God,
I'm just curious. What did she say after you said that? What happened?
I can't remember all details, but you know, we ain't really talking no more after that. And I won't worry about that, because I'm like, oh dang, I forgot I told that lie. I mean, hey, shout out to y'all liars that can keep up with your lies, but I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for all that lying, man. Hey, if you don't like the truth, then
well, you gotta learn how to finesse, Jay. You gotta learn how to just
I mean,
Be a little fib. You gotta tell a little fib to the ladies. You gotta tell them, you know what? You know nothing comes before you. Why you know?
I know how to get my Bill of D on. I know how to get my Bill of D on now. I know how to get my Bill of D on, but hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be like, baby, you know I love art more than you, but guess what I love right now?
Ooh.
Let me stop. But they ain't ready.
So you have God, then comes art or family?
Family, then art.
And then art. I like that.
And family, see, another thing about family is I know people like to think, you know, when they think of family, they think of blood. And, you know, of course, when I was a kid, you know, like I was really stricken in that. Like, I couldn't stand when people be like, that's your plate. Like, yo, mama and or daddy and her sister or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I was so logically thinking as a kid, like, wait, y'all got the same mom and daddy? No, y'all ain't sisters. You know what I mean?
That is hilarious.
So, but
it's so funny that you say all this. Like, I had all of these things in my head, and you're just confirming them. You are pretty logical. You know, like some people, they're just like my son is like that. Like, I can't. Like, he has a great sense of humor and everything, but he's very logical. Like, when I play with him, sometimes he's like, yeah. And I'm always like, all right, fine, you know. But no, that's a great thing. No, I observed that about you. So
yeah. So
I have a lot of sisters. I have 6 sisters, so they are my family. But I actually like them, so I'm blessed. I don't have a lot of friends, so they're my friends, and it's good because it's a lot of us. You know,
that's some real sister sledges for real though. That's what my mom had. My mom had 5 sisters outside of herself. She had 5 sisters and 5 brothers, so she had a lot of relatives, like for real. And
that's
my dad does too. He got a lot of relatives. And I mean, I got so many people out here. I still don't know everybody. It's impossible to try to figure everybody out. Like me on my mom's side, I am the very last grandchild of her parents. Like her parents, my mom's parents had 30 grandkids. I'm number 30. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I don't even know who number 1 is because I don't know who number I don't even know who number 1 is because
wow. Yeah, people don't have kids like that no more.
Right.
People ain't having what's up? I think people too scared these days. Ain't nobody having that much kids. Because my grandma had like 8 or 9. Yeah, ain't nobody doing that no more.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, times change. It's so crazy when you think about the fact that, dang, you know, times were quote unquote, I guess, hard then, but you know, everything was more cohesive because the unit, you know, families and community was a lot tighter. And it's sad to think that, you know, desegregation changed that in a sense. Like it's a catch-22 of it all because we came together overall as a society, so to speak, but we lost sense of self. And you know what I'm saying? And just like, you know, how, you know, other cultures have become quote unquote Americanized or whatever you want to call it, you know, that's the same thing that happened with, you know, our sense of unity, even though there were still, you know, different, you know, levels of people back then, you know, where at the time, you know, this year, of course, marks 100 years since the Pan-African movement, you know, began with Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying? The red, the green, and the black flag. You feel me? That's when that flag, the Pan-African flag, came about a century ago, in 1920.
My dad was just very cultured. He was Jamaican, but he was a Rasta. He was into, you know, one love and, you know, just loving your skin color and all of that stuff. So I was raised to love my skin color. I didn't realize I was supposed to be like ugly or black or whatever. Some, you know.
Ain't nothing about you. You're a beautiful, beautiful melanated woman. So I hate that there are women who are of your complexion and darker or lighter or whatever that ever felt any type of way about themselves, because you know that is the society that, you know, this country, you know, was built on. This country was built on the image of our skin complexion is ugly, our skin complexion is all this. You know, it was a warped sense of control over us when they knew better, when those in power know better. Those in power know better. It might be those that's down there, you know, that's still thinking Oh yeah, that's true. Y'all ain't about nothing. But those in power know better. They just keeping the whole system going because it's all about control and making sure. Okay, yeah. As long as they don't know about who they truly are, shoot, keep them brain up, keep them brain white. You know what I'm saying? It's like what happened if Superman ever got amnesia? Think about it. If Superman gets amnesia, don't know he's Superman, don't know he got powers, don't know nothing. He just walking around just cool. That's the same thing with us. You know what I'm saying? We as a culture have amnesia. We literally have amnesia. We don't know what the greatness that we are. Like, is melanin? Y'all know how much just a gram costs? Melanin in a gram? Why you think folks disappearing, man? Don't get me started. like the dude in the man.
I don't know if they're ready. Everybody not ready, They just people.
They ain't ready for that conversation. Those who are, y'all just let me know.
Right,
we can take it there, but I don't know.
No, seriously,
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
No, it's a true thing. Like, it's great. It's funny how the conversation has been going, because you have dropped so many gems, and even in just speaking on things like this, this is why I do the Black Content Corner, because I want people to start conversation that needs to be had. Because when you start with conversation, then your brain starts to open up, because you're starting to receive a little knowledge. Not being so closed-minded. We don't got to be closed-minded, everybody. You got to just kind of get that third. Yeah, I know.
Open that thing up.
No,
it's take yourself.
Yeah, and mine is squinting. I ain't gonna lie. My third eye is squinting. It's a little there. It's a little open, but I'm always yearning for peak knowledge. I'm always yearning for that education, that people putting me on things I just was not privy to. But as a community, I do think we have to just be more open. Stop being so scared, support each other. Just like you said, with people not having the kids, it was more of a community while you were able to do that.
And that's another thing. It's funny that you said that your third eye is squinting. Like, that's what I tell people all the time. My third eye is squinting because of the fact that I don't want it wide open, because I know enough about this world right now I don't want my third eye exposed to it, because you know how you have your eyes wide open and you walk outside, you might get some dust in your eye. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing in my eye. That's why I squint it from time to time. If I open it wide, then somebody gonna throw an eyeball. You feel me?
That's a whole word. I'm scared to open that thing up all the way too, because just being a little woke is scary. But it can be scary. But for those who are fragile in that sense, who think that it's just like, I don't care about it, like I'm just gonna live my life, you have a responsibility as a Black person to let that thing be squinting a little bit. You cannot have it closed and walk this earth and not know who you are, not know what you're dealing with. You have to know. And if the conversation is not had, or you feel like it's too difficult, you're gonna miss out. You don't have to take everything in your spirit. I get it. But allow some things to go in. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm starting off slow. I don't want to scare nobody away, because they gonna leave.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, some might leave. I'm gonna tell you just like this, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to think beyond of what is, being controlled. You know what I'm saying? Like the old saying go, the devil is in the airwaves. You know what I'm saying? He's the prince of the airwaves. And it's like, who controls the media? Who controls the media? Who controls what music that is coming out that you're listening to? Like, back in the day, it's a trip, because, that's why Motown was so significant, because Berry Gordy controlled what came out of Motown. Berry Gordy was he was the boss at Motown. He controlled what came out of Motown. And that's why so much love. So that's why so much, good music and good vibrations came out of Motown during the time that it did, because it was a Black man in control of it. You know what I'm saying? And he went to put those good vibes out there, those good vibrations out there to help start bringing people together. And you know what I'm saying? And that was the type of, thing that, Michael Jackson grew up on. And, that's where his songs went as he got older. The type of songs that he created. And, we gotta figure out a way to put a stop to this, because we don't need everybody doing this kumbaya unity type of thing. We need to keep people separated and scared and still on a tip of fear. We want people to be fearful. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're in fear, you're going to give up any type of control, any type of freedoms that you have to be safe. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what 2020 has all been about. I'm saying people ready to give up all type of freedom and all type of liberties to be safe. Hey, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like they would walk us right back into slavery if somebody said, hey, guess what? We got a big house for you. You ain't gotta pay no bills. All you gotta do is, you know what I'm saying, just do a little farming, and you know what I'm saying, you good. You know, that's all good. Next thing you know.
No, I know.
Next thing you know, you back in the shed. Living rent, so you ain't gotta pay no bills.
Because it was
all you
never
gotta do
really
is work
yours.
the field from time to time.
Yeah,
and
it was never really yours. They just bought you, and then and as easy as they could give it to you, they could take it.
Right.
And a lot of us can't see that. That's why you got to try to get your own and stop
Exactly.
getting caught up in this materialistic, you know. This interview might have to be solo.
Like, did you hear about the
This
people
might
that
have to
purchased
be-
the land in Georgia?
Who?
Did you hear about the people that purchased the land in Georgia?
Mm-mm.
It was about 19 black people who purchased some land in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send you the link to that. It's on. I'm gonna send you the link, because definitely subscribe to Atlanta Black Star. For those that are here on YouTube but here right now with the Black Content Corner, make sure y'all subscribe to Atlanta Black Star. They be posting up a lot of great videos and articles as well. I'm gonna send you the link to that. Where they purchased some land and they about to build their own city called Freedom.
Are they in Georgia?
Yep.
Wow.
I was surprised when I actually had my eye almost watered when I was looking at it. I was like, wow, that's what's up. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's and you know, and I pray, I'm putting this out in the atmosphere. I pray good things to those who are a part of that, you know what I'm saying, and that great things happen, because, you know, they are creating it to be a safe city, something good, something safe for, you know, people to not have to worry about, you know, where they are controlling it. And you know what I'm saying? And then of course you got Killer Mike, who just created the mobile bank Greenwood, you know what I'm saying, named after, you know, the area, you know, in Tulsa where Black Wall Street was at, you know, over 100 years ago. So you got all these type of things that are in the works, but it's all about, you know, everybody being on the same page. It's all about everybody, you know, pulling resources together. It's all about people, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like shout outs to the Sierra Reed. She does a watch time group on Facebook, a Black YouTubers watch time group on Facebook, where she does a block of videos where everybody can put their videos in, and you know what I'm saying, be a part of those videos for watch time. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she have the task where, you know, they got 2 days to go through the whole playlist of the videos that everybody submitted. You know, you put in an hour worth of your videos, and after 2 days, you know what I'm saying, you will have been tasked to go through the whole list. So you might have like about 10 people put in, you know, an hour video. So, you know what I'm saying, that's 10 hours of you know, videos for everybody to watch. And if you got 10 people who, you know, put in, you know, those videos, then all 10 people are going to watch the video. So that's, you know, 10 hours of watch time that you get out of that, or however many people that's on the list or whatnot. So that's pretty dope. So shout out to Sierra Reed for that right there. And
Sierra Reed, that's
you
a
know,
great
that's
idea.
what it's all. Mm-hmm. And you know that can be, you know, implementing and duplicated as well. Like I got as a matter of fact, I got to add you to my playlist club on Instagram. I got you know, a group on there, YT Playlist Club. That's the name of my group on there, YT Playlist Club, where, you know, people can put in their videos on there, you know what I'm saying, and you know, like, you know, go watch them or whatnot, you know what I'm saying. It's all about supporting, you know what I'm saying, everybody who is, you know, trying to be seen. Also, while I'm thinking about it, shout outs to Diamond of Diamond TV. I gotta shout this young lady out, because she is out here really doing her thing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because she be doing her thing even when her Wi-Fi not working from time to time. She out here, she's tackling tasks of, you know what I'm saying, the skin color, of, you know, sexuality, you know, genders, all of that type of stuff on her channel. So Diamond TV, y'all definitely got to check her out. She's regularly on my channel. So if you see Diamond TV on my channel, that's the Diamond TV I'm talking about, because there's other Diamond TVs here on YouTube, obviously. But, you know, that's a pretty popular type of name, you know, Diamond TV. So, and she's also going to be on my art series as well, so y'all can see her when she is on episode 134 of GOAT 1408 TV.
I'm not going to keep you all day. I could talk forever. I mean, you know, tell everybody where they can find you, and is there anything you want to tell GOAT Nation or my visionaries, your future GOAT Nation, because, you know, everybody's going to go over there, I'm sure. But yeah, anything you want to say and where they can find you.
Okay, guys, where y'all can find me on all over the interweb. Y'all can find me at GOAT 1408. You know what I'm saying? That's Twitter, that's Facebook, that's Snapchat, that's Instagram. You know, anything that you can think of that you on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? GOAT 1408, GOAT 1408. You can find me all over up under that. You know what I'm saying? And shout outs to the visionaries. Shout outs to y'all who are on here supporting Kiana and her vision. Kiana and the vision that she's bringing to y'all, you know what I'm saying, from 2020 and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep on striving, y'all keep on thriving, making it do what it do, and hope to see y'all a part of the GOAT Nation, you know what I'm saying? And once we reach 1,000 subscribers on my channel, as I did when we reached 500 subscribers, I will be throwing a free art party, for those who will be there during the live stream of the free art party. If you're there at the free art party live stream, you will get a sketch done of you live. So make sure that you show up, you know what I'm saying, be an active subscriber, and you got to be there when I get ready to, you know what I'm saying, call your name. Because if there's a lot of people up in there, I might pull a digital wheel up like Wheel of Fortune, so we can go ahead and, you know, go through them. Or if it's not too many people, it'll be first come, first serve. So, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you up in there during the live stream once we reach 1,000. Feel me?
That's what's up. Thank you so much for joining me today on this episode of the Black Content Corner. So glad I had you. Like, I knew I was going to be happy that you was on here, but you made me even happier, you know? So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I thank you, and I appreciate you, and keep on doing what you do, baby girl. God bless. And, you know, until we collab in person, you know what I'm saying, stay blessed up. Much love and power to your kids. Much love and power to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad down the road. You know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do, y'all. Stay blessed up.
Thank you. That was so good.
Hey.
All right, guys. So you see what I was talking about. It was a great interview. So thank you guys for sticking around and watching that. The show is not done yet. If you're not new, you already know what's coming up. It's the IG Spotlight. The IG Spotlight today goes to an artist called Big State 75. I found Big State 75 on Instagram. I believe I found one page, which was like a cellist, and then clicking on IG names from there that I just kind of thought seemed interesting. So I finally ended up on his page, and I fell in love with his voice. Big State is a New Jersey-based artist. He has 2 singles out right now called Flowers and Pure Imagination, and is streaming on all platforms. To find his music, you can click the link in his description bar on his IG page. Big State says, "My heartbeat is the music." And if you listen to him, you can see that his heartbeat is the music. He's so into it. His voice is beautiful. Oh my God. Take a look, y'all. Take a look.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you are only waiting for this moment to rise. I've been trying not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason. I've been trying not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give. Look, had to come and flip the script. Had a big bone to pick. Got the short end of sticks. So we made a fire with it. Let it burn to a crisp. Now that's a surefire flip. She's a boss, she's a bitch. I take that as a compliment. I see him moving real low, but leave him on a high note. Always lead with love, yo. Mama raised me thorough. They better wake up. Niggas on the way up. You ain't finna play her. Shorty gon' get that paper. Shorty tongue ripped like razor. Shorty got wick, got flavor. Part of her tits and makeup. Pay her. Dribble then hit that layer.
Right? I know. Talented. That's pure talent. He sounds like a freaking angel. Thank you guys. So now, okay, I know. I kept you for a little bit and I made you think the show was going to go a lot longer, but it wasn't. But I'm just so glad you guys stuck here till this point in the episode. That means you made it through the whole episode, and I love you guys so much for doing that with me. It's a beautiful time. I always enjoy my Mondays sitting here with you guys. So don't forget, after the show I do go live. So if you haven't already, go over to that thumbnail and go set your reminder so that you can see when I'm going live. Stick around for that so you can talk. Hopefully Jay can join me on the platform. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask him. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. We're in episode 3 of season 2 and I am just so elated. We're getting it done, guys. It's happening. It's happening. I remember when season 2 was just in talks, but now we're here doing it. You know what I mean? We can't wait. We can't sit here and make excuses. We just got to do the damn thing. You feel me? And that's exactly what we're doing. Thank you so much for joining me again today. If you haven't already, don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below and let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. I appreciate you guys, my visionaries, for joining me again on this episode of the Black Content Corner. Stay safe. Have a great week. I love you guys. See you soon.